I got a challenge for you. I got a big challenge for you. It's going to be uncomfortable for a lot of y'all. I challenge you to go everywhere by yourself for the next, let's say, maybe 3 to 6 months. Challenge yourself to go everywhere dolo. Go everywhere dolo. Now, definitely make sure that if you're someone that you ain't really aware of your surroundings, make sure that you're going to the right places and like, come on, let's be adults about it. But I'm saying it for my folks where you oftentimes get frustrated about not being able to do certain activities, people flaking on you. There's always some conflict that's happening when you involve people. For y'all, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. I challenge you to go on the dolo missions. No matter what your age is, do it. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you in a situationship. I don't care if you've been lonely for years. Let this episode be the one where you actually get out your comfort zone, because when I started doing this, it changed everything for me. And I'm grateful that I was able to turn the switch on at a young age, but I cannot act as if it was only me that just turned the switch on. It was seeing friends, it was having conversations with parents, it was with family. Like, there's pros and there's positives and negatives for why I push myself out there. But I'm sure you've had the same experiences. It's just about you turning on the switch that allows yourself to not go, but there's a other switch or there's an other part of the switch that once you turn it on, it allows you to go by yourself. But you got to know that it's going to be uncomfortable. Like, it's almost kind of like, it's a light switch where it turns the light on, but it's going to flicker because the electrical circuit just ain't fully finalized in the way that it should. Like, this is how this road is going to be. It's a circuit that's not fully functioning the right way. It's kind of a broken circuit a bit. So the light's going to turn on. You might have to like push the button up a bit more. You might have to like turn the angle of it a bit, but it'll eventually turn on. But it might give you some problems, or it might give you, might not give you the best results for the first couple of seconds, but it'll turn on. That's how this journey is going to be. So walk with me today. I often got frustrated when I was younger because I wouldn't get invited places. There were moments where I may want to do something. I feel like somebody else didn't want to do it, or the stuff I was interested in, I wasn't able to go or do it, or however. And I was talked about in my podcast. I remember vivid moments where there'd be times that other people get together and do things. And yeah, even when I was younger, my parents didn't necessarily let me to go to certain places, but even to ask, in certain moments would have felt good. And even things that people may not thought that I would have thought was cool, like still to ask. And then even times where it came to like events as I got older, like, I mean, let's just not just talk about childhood, let's talk about adulthood. Like, there's different things in which, or activities that I wanted to be a part of that oftentimes, because of whatever reason, folks didn't want to go. I mean, there's going to be times where people just ain't feeling it cool, but there was some dope stuff that I probably could have missed out on if I didn't actually push myself to do it. And so you just get to a point, I'm sure you felt this, where you keep asking people, you keep trying to find somebody, you were searching for a plus one or however many people that can enhance the energy of whatever vibe that you're trying to feel. And let's not get it wrong or get it twisted. Like, sometimes when you have people, you can have your best moments. Some people have multiple great moments with people. I've had some great moments with friends, like, and family. Let's not get it twisted. I have some fire moments. I have some hellified memories, some crazy good memories. Somewhere, or a good amount, where it's not necessarily from me going dolo, but I have some great dolo ones as well too. And honestly, the dolo ones, I got a chance to create whatever experience. How many times have you gotten frustrated because even with the friends that you may know or family, something didn't hit in the way that you wanted it to. Somebody may want to leave early. Somebody wasn't as much fun, or you felt like you were forcing somebody to go out. You've had that happen multiple times. You've also had where you've probably been super excited about when you didn't have people around, even during the times where it wasn't like intentional, but you're probably like, man, such and such was with me today, or this group that I had typically am with wasn't with me today. It actually felt good for a change. In both of those answers, and there's other answers that can come along with it because people not being there, all those are confirmations of you saying to yourself, you need to do stuff on your own. Because then I feel like as you progress in adulthood, then you start to, as you learn more, as there's certain activities you want to be a part of that align more closely with wherever you're at in your life. Then I think that's where you start to feel it a lot more. People are in different states, cities. People are really focused on their own lives. They're trying to make it, trying to be successful. So that's kind of more of the positive piece for why it can't happen. But then you have to where, friend groups aren't going to be the same, where your people, um, they may not try to hear what you want to do, or you may not get invited. You're going to have all that happen. So, and I feel like it's more so the latter of that piece on the kind of the negative side happening as you get older, because people, especially nowadays, it can be a bit more selfish, especially with social media and all that type of stuff. So it's just kind of created a different type of thought process in certain areas. But that's beside, I won't say that's beside the point. What goes with that is that you've had multiple times of eventually getting to a point where you felt frustrated. You got pissed off, you got annoyed because you wanted to do something and it seems like nobody was on the rock with you. For a lot of y'all probably ended up not going through with some dope opportunities or not pushing forward with something just because of the fear of you having to go by yourself. The fear of not being able to meet people, people not being able to see you in a certain type of way. But listen, you got frustrated when you had your friends with you, your family with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you almost rather deal with the negative piece. And some people, y'all may never not even have positive experiences. You may be the it person when you go out. You may have jealous people around you and everything, but your mind hasn't been able to allow you to separate from that. You got to do that today. I don't care if you've had a spouse for forever. Listen, how many times you gonna get frustrated because your spouse don't want to do what you want to do, or they may have different interests or whatever? Go out and find a group. Go to a farmer's market. Go and do something where it's activity based. Just because you're around people don't mean you're gonna be cheating on your person and stuff like. Why is it always got to be like because you're not doing something with your person that you're gonna be doing something wild or that you can't live life? Like, it shouldn't even be like that. But again, that's that social media type of thinking and past traumas of past generations. It's always. I mean, well, I will say from the past generations because you don't even have any evidence of what somebody's doing, and so mix that in nowadays with social media, you have more visibility. So it's craziness on both sides, but still, go out and live your life. At the end of the day, your life is yours. You only get one. So why continue to live life in a way where you can't do some of the things that you want to do? You may not be able to go to every single event or however, but if you can, why not if that's what you want to do? And again, this thought process is not just because of me growing up as an only child. Like, I feel when you're an only child, you're kind of pushed more to be around people all the time. You're more so searching for friends because you typically are alone. I said alone. You typically are alone or lonely. So you're kind of more amped to do it. I think people that have siblings and stuff, they kind of want to find more of their free time and be more by themselves because they're always kind of associated with their siblings or people that they're around. But for me, like I just got to a point where there was fun stuff that I was missing out on, and there was experiences that I wanted to have where it was like, okay, this may be uncomfortable, but you got to do it. And again, I'm not even talking about partying. I'm talking about like organization stuff, trying out for different groups. Being a part of different summits, mixers. Like there's all different types of things where people around me may have not had interest in or ego, whatever it was, or they just That wasn't a thing. But if I'm going to sit here and not go through with that because of what other people got to say or whatever, I am losing a part of me each and every time. When it comes to my content, like I'm able to definitely put more time and focus into it now because especially uh, me living alone, a great thing, right? Because now, especially where as far as friends living in different areas and groups and things changing, like I go to pretty much everything dolo. Unless somebody may invite me to something. But now, like, there's times where I can go out and because of people I've met from social club and everything, I may see them when I'm out. But I love going out dolo in New York because it constantly challenges me outside of my comfort zone. And when you're first kind of getting out of that box, you kind of feel nerves in a lot of environments. I'm someone that can get like real sweaty and stuff naturally, but over time, as I continue just to go and go and go, the nerves ain't. There's rarely nerves ever now because your mind constantly trains you to say, "Oh, this guy's going to this event. This woman's going to the event," so they kind of expect what's going to happen, or they found how to be their best selves even when there may be changes in the environment. Once you continuously go, you realize that other people are doing what you're already used to, what you're trying to get out of. They going with other people. Their whole identity is based on who's around them, trying to be better than the person they would look better, whatever. Like they're not even able to, they don't even socialize because maybe the two of them that came or the group of them that came, like they got an attitude or whatever, but you want to get away from that. You want to actually live. So the more that you go to events dolo, solo, you will realize that there's a lot of people that can't get out of that shell. And people ask me all the time, like for my birthday, a guy, I think I may have mentioned in one of my podcasts, I was sitting there having my birthday dinner by myself. He said, "Oh man, you're by yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." And I didn't get a chance to even say anything else by the time he turned around, but I wanted to be like, "Bro, this is life. This is beautiful." Because I know that when I get a chance to see my people, it's going to be even more love. But I'm being able to enjoy this now. I ain't got to sit there and plan no event. Like I don't want to plan an event right now or for this past birthday. I can just relax and be me. I can go and get the food that I want, dip out whenever I need to, and I went to the beach. Was able to come back to come back home after getting a tan. Was able to sit down and reflect. I'm on my own time. And I can do what I want. I ain't got to worry about what somebody else got to say. I ain't got to worry about emotions, this and that. Somebody not being able to properly take care, get everybody's money for the bill. I ain't got to worry about that. The only person responsible is for me. I can go out any moment that I want to. I can do whatever I want to. And as long as I'm making sure that I'm having fun, everything else is an addition. But I have some days like that where I just be like, man, you know what? I feel like going to a bar. I feel like going to this event. Shoot, you know what? I'm gonna come back home after one event, go to another event, different crowds and everything. I want to challenge myself even more just to have like even crazier random nights. Because I think that when you're having some random nights as well too, you want to have some money in your pockets. But also some of the best times when you don't have. So I'll be contradicting sometimes, but some of the best times that you have is when you ain't got no money. When you just got to go to wherever's available. Like I take that back. Sometimes the free moments or the moments when you ain't got the money is the best moments. But you can do it the same way with when you have the money because you can treat it as like, you know what, I'm just out for the vibes. And I was doing that a lot. Like, especially in New York, like I want to do that even more. Like, but now I want to do it in a way to where I can go like to different restaurants and I actually want to try out different things. So it may be a bit more intentional, but still having those random nights, bro, that's the vibe. Going in and checking something like out something random, never know who you might run into. Like that's what living's about. And some of the experiences that I've had where they weren't even planned were just the most beautiful moments because it allowed me to just experience what was going on. I could just be in that moment. I could just like flourish and be in my best version. And I was in control. If I don't want to stay there for too long, I can dip out. The energy was weird or whatever. I go and find something else. So I challenge y'all to do that. If you have not done it, force yourself to do it. Force yourself to go through the uncomfortable pieces. If you're sweating your hair out, if you know what I'm saying, um, you might have went too fast to an event, you don't forgot to put on deodorant. Go to the corner store, get you some deo. Like, hey, you might have some embarrassing moments where you may trip over yourself or something like that. But the fact you were able to take yourself out of an element that you're used to and do something different, you got to celebrate that. But also, you got to continue to do it because you'll have some of the best moments ever. You have some of the most fun experiences. You meet doper people along the way. And for some of y'all that are looking for, I feel like if you're been in a similar space to me where you're always looking to connect with new people and things may change with certain folks, like this is even better for you because you're working on building yourself. You know what type of energy that you appreciate. You know who you are. Like when you know yourself too, you're going out and just trying to vibe. Do that. Go to the concert. Take the PTO. Go to that random event. Talk to that person that you never met before. You know, you see is attractive. That's a stranger. Do it all. Go to that random networking event. Go out to the club. Go get a drink at that bar that you've been wanting to go to or that you know about. Mingle for a bit and dip out. You ain't got to stay the whole night. There's sometimes where, especially because I'm by myself, I'll get a fire hour out of wherever I'm going and be fulfilled within that. Come back home and create. Go out for an hour and a half, spit my game. You know what I'm saying? Be my little, suave, do what I do. May not even drink that night. May just be feeling on top of the world because I'm looking good. I worked out. I got some good food. May just walk in, got some good food and everything, ain't even drinking, just sipping on some water, maybe in the presence of beautiful women and just enjoying the scenery. Come back and make a beat. Come back and journal. Huh. I ain't have nobody interrupting my night. If I wanted to shoot a shot or whatever, I could. If I wanted to do something else, I could. But I didn't have to. My night wasn't dependent on everybody else. And lastly, I'll say if you got a point to where you're doing that and you know that when you're around certain people, it's going to be a vibe, let that be kind of the reward where somebody else gets a chance to kind of come with you. Like, hey, you know that, you may not have close friends in your area or your close friends may live somewhere else. Hey, maybe challenge yourself to meet new people and be in different spaces. So when those friends or your family come in, it's like a celebration versus it's like something you're expecting all the time. But that's my take on it. Let me know if you're someone that's challenged yourself out of this space. Let me know if it's been uncomfortable, because I can for sure let you know that it's been uncomfortable for me in many moments. But some of my dopest accomplishments and opportunities have come from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's about oftentimes kind of doing the things that other people aren't doing or willing to do or afraid to do. And that could be said for a lot of different areas of life. But I can say from some of the most memorable experiences for me so far, like it was a lot of it speaks to getting out of that comfort zone, but me just going by myself and making it happen. So let me know if that's you as well. Tap in with your boy on the social media, that man Marco on Instagram and TikTok. Food pages are on both of those as well too, mashing up with Marco. Then my YouTube page is the multifacets of DeMarcus. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Gonna have more episodes coming. My Faceteer gang, you know how we rock. If anybody that wants to be a Faceteer, hey, just let me know. Tap in with the game, man. It's your boy DeMarcus, and we out of here. Peace.